Bonjour. I am honored to introduce Gnu, our Ojibwe language teacher and drum instructor here at Cloquet High School. He, along with Garrett Gordon, Joey Barney, Nakota Benjamin, Louis Defoe, Michael LaFave, Ty Stiffarm, Damani Wilson, Zane Wise, Rizal Agaton House, Patrick Lucier, D'Angelo Friedman, Silas Hisgoon, Xander Senarigi, Avery Sather, Gray Boucher, Caleb Peacock, and Stuart Subzak. They are here to honor our graduates with a drum, who is called the Little Horse Drum, Bebeji Gugajins.
Greeting fellow graduates, family, friends, and members of the Cloquet community. My name is Jordan Sorensen, and I want to start off by stating how honored I am to be able to give this speech today. Having the support of my peers and the CHS faculty and staff has been remarkable, and I am forever grateful for all of your help throughout the years. Next, I would like to thank all of my teachers, family, and friends, along with every single one of my classmates for helping influence the person I have become. Without all of you, I would not have learned the things that I have, nor would I have developed into the person I am today. Thank you. At this time, I want all of my fellow graduates to take a look around and take this all in. As we all sit in this purple wave, we are living our last few moments of high school. When I, and most of you, entered this building a short 4 years ago, we had no clue what was going to happen. We had no idea how hard some of our classes would be, how hilariously bad Mr. Brenner's jokes were, or that a pretty large chunk of our high school experience was going to be taken from us by a global pandemic. However, even with the challenges we faced, we grew up. We are no longer the same 14-year-old children we were when we first got here, well, most of us anyways. As each new challenge presented itself, we beat it. We worked together and overcame everything that was thrown at us. We helped each other grow up. Each and every single one of us has had an impact on one another, whether that be learning to not steal the soap dispenser off the wall, how to deal with growing apart from people who still hold a special spot in your heart and will forever, and most importantly, by showing each other how to stay strong. Every one of you sitting in your purple caps and gowns have persisted through the struggles. No matter how small or big they were, you didn't give up. We taught each other the beauty of persistence, and we taught each other the value of failing. Through our stupid decisions, along with our successes, we individually molded each other to be our own person. And to look out upon and see your personalities, which have developed and changed over these years, shine through is amazing. However, despite all this, we must keep in mind that this ceremony marks the beginning of our next stage of life. And throughout this new journey, we will change once again. Remember that it is normal. Don't be afraid of it, but embrace it. As we get ready to close this seminal moment of our lives, we must remember who got us to where we are today, our classmates. Remember, no matter how annoying the person who sat next to you in algebra was, that they helped you by teaching you patience. Every time a teacher granted you an assignment extension because they knew you were dealing with real-life things, they taught you grace. And every time a friend kept supporting you, despite some nasty thing you said to them in a moment of weakness, they taught you forgiveness. Continuing on in life, we mustn't take for granted the seemingly inconsequential relationships in our lives, because in the end, we often learn the most from the people who aren't looking to teach us something. In closing, I would like to say one final thank you to my classmates who've experienced all of the tears and happiness, as well as the frustration and anger right alongside me. I am so incredibly proud of you all, and I can't wait to follow you as you head out into the world and become the incredible people you were meant to be. By all means, look back with fondness on the time you spent here, but always remember to keep growing. Thank you.
Good boy. Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Hannah Sandman, and I am honored to be speaking on behalf of Class of 2023. Before I get started, I want to sincerely thank all the teachers, staff members, parents, and guardians for helping us achieve this wonderful moment. We really couldn't have done it without you. Also, shout out to Heen's homies. Y'all were the best. From elementary school to middle school to high school, it seemed like an endless journey, but we finally made it. Today is the day where we walk across the stage, accept our diplomas, turn the tassels, and as we walk into the next stages of life. I cannot begin to express the different emotions that are whirling through me right now, and I think many others are feeling the same way. It didn't feel real until today. It didn't feel real that this was the last year where we walked the halls going from class to class, where we talked to each other about how hard a test was or how annoyed we had final projects. Over the last 12 years, our class has overcome a lot. We went through the normal stages of life. We started with kindergarten and made our first best friend. then middle school, where we smelled and thought we were very cool, then to high school, where life started to get a little more real, and we wish we didn't spend our childhood waiting to grow up. Through the different schools and different transitions, we learned the importance of hard work and discovered people are there for you when you need them. I remember the last day of 5th grade, waiting for the next school year. I wanted so badly to grow up because the older we got, the more we experienced independence. We were the last class to experience 6th grade in the old middle school and one of the first in the new middle school. Those were really fun times. We were growing up, we were eager, and we were excited. I don't like to bring up COVID, but unfortunately it was a big part of our experience. We went away for a while, then came back, and people changed. It was like we had to get to know each other all over again, but I can say that no matter how much it stunk, I really am glad for the connections I made and the people I reconnected with. Over a span of 12 years, there has been an increasing number of emotions that we have all been experiencing. The closer we got to this day, the closer we experienced the safety net of childhood slipping away. We grew more insecure, more unsure, and had to face difficult issues. We learned problem solving and forgiveness. But along with this, we learned friendship, support, and formed a new safety net, one of confidence and a can-do attitude. I believe that despite the obstacles we have faced and overcome, we have always come out stronger. We have always come out on top. We forged our own path and persevered. The last few months have been filled with difficult decisions, whether to go to college, take a gap year, or go straight to work. But I want everyone to take a deep breath. Not too long ago, Mr. Swanson gave us many wonderful pieces of advice as we move forward in life. There was, however, one piece of advice that stuck out to me the most. It was mind the dash. Now, this might start to get a little bit morbid, but hear me out. On a headstone, there are 2 dates, the beginning of a life and the end. But not many people talk about what's between the 2 dates, the dash. The dash symbolizes the life the person has led. There is only one dash. The dash is full of endless possibilities and endless change. The dash is there to tell a story, and guess what? We get to write it. There is only one dash and one life, and it is our responsibility to make it the best dash it can be. I'm up here today to tell you that no matter what you choose in life, make sure it is your own decision. Make sure that what you are doing will make you happy and the life you envisioned for yourself when you were 5 years old comes true. I'm here to tell you that you can be whoever you want when you grow up, because that's what it is. Just because we are going into the next stages of life doesn't mean we have figured everything out. We have so much left to learn and experience. It's time to make our own stories, our own decisions, and our own mistakes. We have not yet grown up. We are just one step closer. So, class of 2023, I end this by asking a favor. I ask you to never give up on your dreams because you can do it. I ask you to never forget the good and bad times. And I ask you to make mistakes, to fix those mistakes, and go to bed every night knowing that life is good. I'm proud of us. So congratulations, class of 2023. We did it.
Good evening, class of 2023. As I stand in front of you, I'm seeing a group that has experienced a very unique high school experience. It came up in the previous speeches. All right, you started freshman year. All right, you moved distance learning, hybrid, in-person school. Sometimes it was hard to even know what we were doing, all right? But you guys pressed on. A lot of ups, a lot of downs, but certainly you guys are finishing on an up. That's all part of the past, and we're certainly grateful you got to finish your high school experience in a way in which we would consider normal. You succeeded. You persevered. Take these experiences with you. Take your ability to overcome obstacles, your creativity, determination, everything that got you to where we are right now. Move forward with your lives. Be the best that you can be. I thank you personally for all the great times working with so many of you over the years, whether school, on the football field, track, or wherever else it was. Each of you now has a unique path to sitting in front of us right now. Enjoy your night here. Enjoy your last night together as a high school class. You earned the celebration. I leave you with this. Go Jacks.
Welcome. Before we get rolling, I just want to thank the community for every year I sit up here. It's a little bit overwhelming just to see the way the community really supports our kids. It's unbelievable. And today, as we take our kids, our graduates around, and we go visit elementary schools, and we run through the hallways, and we do it at the middle school, talking with our counselors. This is maybe the first year ever. Don't put that in stone. But we have 0 seniors that walk the halls this year that aren't graduating tonight. So everybody graduating tonight. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. So welcome. As you said, my name is Steve Battaglia. I have the privilege of serving as the high school principal. Before we get to the formal part of the ceremony, I'd like to take a moment to compliment this class. This group of graduates started their high school careers like just about everybody does. Check into homeroom on that first day of school, find your locker, get your class schedule. Nobody knew what the future would bring, yet everybody had hopes and dreams for what they could become. Towards the end of their freshman year, as the previous speakers have suggested, things were turned a little chaotic before finally subsiding, and now we end with the same rules you guys started high school with. Despite all of that, these graduates persevered. They made Cloquet High School proud to call them our students. I told this group a couple weeks ago at our senior banquet that the CHS staff holds them in high regards. It's been a long 4 years, and we were fortunate that this group of students so gracefully led CHS for the 2022-2023 school year. Our school goes where our senior class leads us. This year, things were done right and done well. I thank you for that. At this time, I want to recognize our senior class officers and our senior executive board. When I announce your name, please stand to be recognized. Remain standing until all of the names have been read, and please hold applause until all names have been recognized. Our class president, Jordan Sorensen. Our vice president, Elena Simmons. Treasurer, Benjamin Sanders. Our executive board, Mason Beck. Eiley Beitart. Rowena Diver. Miles Fisher. Isabella Jenneru. Alexis Goranson. Frankie Helverson. Tirsa Horton. Anna Johnson. Lauren Johnson. Araya Kaminsky. Timber Latvala. Macy Majurley. Alexis Nelson. Caitlin Olson. Dane Painovich. Jordan Rockala. Gabriella Rehnquist. Ben Sanders. Hannah Sandman. Elena Simmons. Makeba Smith. Jordan Sorensen. Leo Thill. And Lily Weipert. Each year at graduation, a number of seniors receive honor cords to signify that they have been named to the principal's honor list. A senior may qualify for the principal's honors list in one of two ways. either by receiving a 3.5 cumulative GPA for their senior year, which is signified by wearing a purple and white honor cord, or by receiving a 3.5 GPA cumulative for grades 9 through 12. That is signified by wearing the yellow honor cord. At this time, I'd like to announce the seniors and have them stand where they are. Again, please hold applause until all names have been read. Ethan Abeda, Brady Anderson, Brody Anderson, Ashley Austin, Jordan Ballard, Luke Barney, Mason Beck, Amy Blaze, Colin Bonneville, Liliana Braveheart, Eiley Bytart, Patrick Danaski, Alec Erickson, Matthew Erickson, Miles Fisher, Eva Flovic, Tegan Fruth, Isabella Jenneru, Sophie Gable, Alexis Goranson, Garrett Gordon, Sophia Green, Jaslyn Gunderson, Francesca Helverson, Nastasia Harris, Macy Hoffman, Tirsa Horton, Lauren Johnson, Araya Kaminsky, Noah Knutson, Lance Knitsko, Leah Laird, Josiah Larson, Nicholas Lassard, Timber Latvala, Madison Lowry, Bailey Leto, Connor Lindstrom, Emily Litchke, Macy Majurley, Casey Marciniak, Samuel Marciniak, Emma Matuzak, John McGrath, Nicholas Munoz, Alexis Nelson, Caitlin Olson, Jordan Rockala, Max Richardson, Carson Patton, Emma Port, Gabriella Rehnquist, Nathaniel Robinson, Rowan Rock, Thomas Sabian, Benjamin Sanders, Hannah Sandman, Emily Sapita, Luke Sievert, Elena Simmons, Mackenzie Simula, Makeva Smith, Peyton Smith, Jordan Sorensen, Jaden Sullivan Sokola, Ashton Stansfield, Saya Sumanen, Migwan Tanner Wastrel, Leo Thill, Manny Thill, Emma Welch, Taylor Wennison, Lily Whitebird, Taylor Wick, and Gabriel Zago. At this time, I'd like to acknowledge some of the other specialty cords that some of our graduates are wearing. The blue and gold cords signify our upward bound graduates. These are first generation college bound students. Would our upward graduates please stand up to be recognized? The green cords signify construction careers graduates. These students have already signed contracts with employers. Would our construction careers graduates please stand to be recognized? And finally, with gratitude from everybody here in attendance, with the graduates wearing the stoles of, and any of our graduates planning to enter any of the military branches, please stand to be recognized. Now I'm privileged to announce the Honors of Distinction. This honor is awarded to all graduating students achieving a 4.0 GPA for their cumulative GPA at Cloquet High School. This is the highest academic award given to Cloquet High School graduates. These students are signified by wearing the medal and the Honor of Distinction medal. When your names are called with these individuals, along with their parents or guardians, please stand to be recognized. Again, I would ask you to hold applause until all names are read. Brody Anderson and his parents, Mark and Janet. Amy Blaze and her parents, Al and Lori. Patrick Danaski and his parents, Brian and Ann. Isabella Generu and her parents, Andrew and Gwen. Lauren Johnson and her parents, Chris and Ann. Lance Knitzko and his parents, Craig and Teresa. Nicholas Lassard and his parents, Tom and Tina. Bailey Leto and her parents, Joe and Laura. Emily Litchke and her parents, Chris and Julie. Casey Marciniak and his parents, Chris and Mary. Rowan Rock and her parents, Jeff and Christina. Thomas Sabian and his parents, Tom and Karen. Benjamin Sanders and his parents, John and Dana. Elena Simmons and her parents, Thomas and Stephanie. Makeba Smith and her parents, Travis and Lindsay. Jordan Sorensen and her parents, Stu and Becky. McGuan Tanner Rosterl and his parents, Greg and Valerie. Leo Thill and his parents, Vaughn and Kelly. Taylor Wennison and her parents, Wayne and Dana. Before we hand out diplomas, I'd like to take one final opportunity to congratulate the class of 2023. You guys led this place, this high school, for the last year. You led academically, led our extracurricular activities, you served the community, and now you've earned the right to go lead your own lives and choose your own path. If I can give you any advice, it's to remain optimistic through life's challenges. The whole point of education is to prepare yourself for unforeseen circumstances. You're going to find yourself in a few of those as life unfolds. You can't always control what happens to you, but you can control how you react to it. Your high school experience was a test, and every one of you sitting there in a cap and gown passed the test. As you leave CHS behind, understand the future is really yours to determine. You've all got unique talents and interests. Go capitalize on your assets. Work hard. Keep learning. Don't give up when things get tough. And things will at some point get tough. That's the only promise I can make you. Lean on your experience from Cloquet High School, as well as the lessons you've learned from your families to overcome whatever challenges you'll face. As you guys scatter across the country and the world for some of you, remember the common bond that you have with your classmates of the graduating class of 2023. It's a special relationship. Continue to value it. Check in on one another as time goes by. We all struggle at different times, and there's nothing better than hearing from an old friend in those moments. On behalf of the staff and administration at CHS, the staff and administration at the middle school and our elementary schools, I wish you good luck in all of your future endeavors. Now we've come to the most important part of the ceremony, and that'll be the distribution of diplomas. I'd like to ask the audience for your cooperation as diplomas are being distributed. Please hold your applause until all of the diplomas are given out. And we also ask that you refrain from your shouting out graduates' names and or catcalls or noisemakers, as they do distract from the announcement of the other graduates' names. We want all of our graduates to receive their proper recognition. I thank you in advance for your cooperation. At this time, school board members Nate Sandman, Melissa Juntanen, and Sarah Buse, along with Superintendent Dr. Michael Carey, will assist us in the presentation of the diplomas to our graduates of the class of 2023.
Jordan Elizabeth Marie Sorensen.
Dustin Michael Baker.
Hannah Joyce Sandman.
Jordan Ellen Ballard.
Elena Suzanne Simons.
Liliana Rose Barbary.
Benjamin Leaf Sanders.
Thomas Jeffrey Barnes.
Ethan Joseph Shazazi Abeda.
Luke Michael Barney.
Makina Nicole Amy.
Mason Matthew Beck.
Brady Allen Anderson.
Makwa Leo Bellinger.
Brody Stone Anderson.
Lynn Victoria Burnson.
Jordan Michael Altman.
Tanner Adam Burnstill.
Ashley Ann Austin.
Amy Lynn Blaze.
Camille Wakita Ann Day.
Isaiah William Carrier.
Colin Curtis Bonneville.
Caden Ilo Danielson.
Jordan Ken Munpa.
Paul Stephen Davis.
Michael Frederick Borovac.
Owen Defoe Hayes.
Liliana May Braveheart.
Rowena Mardell Diver.
William Dean Broughton.
Patrick Joseph Danaski.
Kaylin Ann Brownie.
Alec Peter Erickson.
I. Elizabeth Lyle Bytart, excuse me.
Matthew Robert Erickson.
Tanner Christopher Byard.
Elise Audrey Evanson.
Avery Elizabeth Carlson.
Miles Jonathan Fisher.
Garrett Clemens Gordon.
Sophia Rose Green.
Eva Marie Flovic.
Travis Ryan Grindle.
Mariah Faye Fontoni.
Morgan James Grove.
Delilah Lutitsa Foster.
Joseph Ryan Haig Jr.
Tegan Lynn Fruth.
Adam Nathaniel Halling.
Jacob Danielle Gartel.
Francesca Jane Halverson.
Isabella Marie Generu.
Cassandra Bell Harrelson.
Vincent Van Gilbert.
Nastasia Marie Harris.
Sophie Aheen Gable.
Paul Garrick Hill.
Alexis Lee Goranson.
Macy Kendall Hoffman.
Tersa Ray Horton.
Araya Grace Kaminsky.
Madison Nicole Paulette.
Noah Nathan Knutson.
Allison Marie Jenks.
Cade William Kologi.
Caden Armaya James.
Lance Kenneth Knitsko.
Anna Elizabeth Johnson.
Grayson Isaac Larty.
Eric Christopher Johnson.
Leah Lynn Laird.
Lauren Peyton Ann Johnson.
Hannah May Larkso.
Tyson Wayne Johnson.
Zachary Michael Lameron.
Janaea Joe Jusela.
Melena Ryan Larson.
Luke James Keating.
Josiah Michael Larson.
Nicholas Christian Lassard.
Macy Evelyn Majurley.
Timber Lise Latavela.
Casey John Marciniak.
Madison Michael Laurie.
Aiden Allen Matson.
Kaylee Ann Lawson.
Emma Jordan Matuzak.
Bailey Autumn Lato.
Keandra Irene Mayberry.
Kirsten Emma Lano.
Marco Antonio Balthazar Mayoga.
Connor Scott Lindstrom.
Jackson Lane McRae.
Zachariah Joseph Line.
John Michael McGrath.
Jordan Timothy Lindgren.
Bryson Michael McLeod.
Emily Marie Litchkey.
Liam Gordon Michael Meager.
Nicholas Anthony Munoz.
Caitlin Marie Olson.
Alexis Ray Nelson.
Alexander Jones Omenge.
Noah Michael Nelson.
Nadia Marie Pavla.
Cameron Edward Newman.
Dane Nicholas Painovich.
He's next. Noah Andrew Myers.
Theodosius Jeremiah Patnoud.
Caleb Joshua Newton.
Carson Scott Patton.
Jaden Evans Novi.
Autumn Marie Paxton.
Nicholas Ray O'Leary.
Kyrie Marie Peacock Olson.
Jaron James Ojibwe.
Raymond Dale Peterson.
Connor Lee Oleziak.
Nicholas Thomas Dale Runstrom.
Marcus Kenneth Pertla.
Rita Thomas Dale Runstrom.
Jordan Summer Rockala.
Thomas Joseph Sabian II.
Nathan Edward Rengo.
Gus Argurios Sacalario.
Gabriella Christine Renquist.
Lydia Ann Salatel.
Malachi Troy Reynolds.
Emily Grace Sapita.
Max Royal Richardson.
Trent William Shaky.
Charlotte Patrice Rip.
Joseph Kenneth Shalafo III.
Nathaniel George Robinson.
Reese Benjamin Sheldon.
Rowan Elizabeth Rock.
Mason Lee Shepherd Grover.
Dade Michael Roy.
Ashton Lee Stansfield.
Richard Arlen Sievert.
Bernadette Ruth Stork.
Mackenzie Elizabeth Simula.
Cody Lewis Strom.
Makeva Renee Smith.
Jaden Rayanne Sullivan Sokola.
Peyton Jane Smith.
Saya Elaine Sumanen.
Caden Sean Smith.
Corey Lee Sutton Jr.
Alexa Valeros Snezerud.
Jace Christopher Sweet.
Landon Reed Southerton.
Migwan David Tanner Wastrel.
Brian Matthew Spalding.
Marcus Andrew Wells.
Ethan John Toller.
Taylor Noel Winnocent.
Leo Von Thill.
Lily Ann Whitebird.
Manny Von Thill.
Taylor Morgan Wick.
Carl Michael Thompson.
Hunter Gregory Williams.
Shaden Michael Thompson.
Gabriel Allen Zago.
Richard Kenneth Velas.
Wyatt John Zalesnikar.
Jonah Richard Wallace.
Jazz Adam Zeeble.
Emma Christine Welch.
All right, before we finish the graduation ceremony, I have a couple announcements to make. First one is that if anybody had professional senior photos done a week ago or so, they are in. See Mrs. Gigliotti or Mrs. Rabideau for that. Any graduates who are attending the all-night grad party following this ceremony are due to check in the high school within 30 minutes. We will not be having a recessional, and instead graduates will remain on the floor at the conclusion of the ceremony. This will allow parents and family and friends to meet with the graduates to offer congratulations. At this time, graduates of 2023, please rise and face the audience. And at this time, we're going to present to you the 2023 class of Cloquet High School. Thanks for helping.